Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 8th of October 2024. This day is celebrated as Indian Air Force Day. On October 8 every year, the Indian Air Force celebrates the day by conducting annual IAF Day parade and organizing air shows and other events at different locations on this day. Indian Air Force personnel who protect India's skies are honored for their dedication, bravery, and professionalism. Starting the newspaper and listed with the newspaper, The Hindu states that we hope to welcome more Indian tourists to Maldives. Mohammed Museum. Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets with the Maldives President Mohammed Museum at Hyderabad House in New Delhi on Monday. Our people-to-people connections have long been the foundation of the relationship between India and the Maldives, says Maldives President Mohammed Museum. Maldivian President Mohammed Museum on Monday, October 7, 2024, said India is one of the largest tourism source markets for Maldives and hope that more Indian tourists will visit the archipelago nation. In a press briefing after holding extensive talks with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Hyderabad House here, Mr. Museum also said the ties between Maldives and India are centuries old, as evident throughout our histories. He said he was confident that our continued collaboration will lead to a brighter future. Next year, we will be marking the 60th anniversary of the establishment of formal diplomatic relations between our two countries. I have invited Prime Minister Modi to undertake a state visit to the Maldives to commemorate this occasion, Museum said. At Hyderabad House, he further said India and the Maldives will work together to build a future that benefits both our countries. The Maldives will remain the true friend, continue committed to our shared vision of peace and development of our countries and our region, he said. We look forward to concluding the free trade agreement with India, which will enable us to harness the full economic potential between our countries and to increase Indian investments in the tourism and various other sectors of the development, the Maldives president said. A rebalancing of India's great power relations. India's demonstration of independent foreign policy comes with a normative cost. By attempting to play a meaningful role in resolving the Ukraine conflict, India can hope to rest the terms of its engagement with both the West and Russia. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's participation in the 6th Quad Leaders Summit in Wellington, Delaware, United States on September 21, 2024 has raised the further hopes of consolidating security cooperation among the four leading maritime democracies in the Indo-Pacific. Nevertheless, it was India's National Security Advisor NSA Ajit Doval's trip to Russia in early September for the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa NSA meeting, which included a high-profile personal meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin that needs great analysis. Mr. Doval also held one-on-one parleys with the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, which was equally significant since India is leaving no stone unturned to resolve the 4-year-old military standoff with China at the line of actual control. Now, going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that they found tRNA and how it regulates life's complexities. This photo combo shows 2024 Nobel Prize winners in the physiology or medicine. Gary Rukun, American molecular biologist, left, and the Victor Ambrose, professor of natural science at the University of Massachusetts Medical School on Monday. A muscle cell, a nerve cell, or any other kind of living cell, for that matter, expresses different kinds of proteins. Yet the genetic information in the DNA of all the cells of an organism is identical. How then does each cell know what kinds of proteins to express so that it can perform its specialized functions? The answer lies in the precise regulation of gene activity, which involves processes that science has been decoding over the last few decades. This year's Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine, announced on Monday, honors American biologist Victor Ambrose, 70, of the University of Massachusetts Medical School, and Gary Rukun, 72, of the Massachusetts General Hospital, for decoding a key aspect of the gene regulation process. In 1993, they published their findings about a new kind of RNA called microRNA and how it performs. When gene regulation is not precise, it can contribute to various diseases in humans. Mutations in these microRNAs result in disease and development of cancers, neurodegeneration, deafness, and metabolic disorders. Discovery of microRNA has contributed to the understanding of evolution and will play a big role in understanding disease and finding new cures. Patel said. Ambrose and Rukun's a seminal discovery in a small world. The Nobel Assembly note it revealed a new dimension to gene regulation that is essential for complex life forms. The Times also states that counting today in the Haryana state and Jammu and Kashmir state for the first results after Lok Sabha polls. A security personnel checks the area around the Sher Kashmir International Convention Center, SKICC, and Counting Center for Jammu and Kashmir Assembly election a day before the election results in Srinagar on Monday. Chandigarh, Srinagar, Jammu, roughly 19 million votes are cast across the Jammu, Kashmir and Haryana. Over the past 3 weeks will be counted beginning 8 a.m. on Tuesday, that's today, bringing the curtain down on the first set of the high-octane assembly polls since the Lok Sabha contest this summer. The result will have an impact on national politics as well as set the stage for another set of significant state elections in Maharashtra and Jharkhand later this year. Exit polls predict that the Congress will roar back to power in Haryana and dethrone the Bharatiya Janata Party after a decade in Jammu and Kashmir. Pollsters suggest a more messy picture may emerge with the National Conference-Congress alliance holding the edge in a scenario where a hung house is a distinct possibility. Exit polls predict that the Congress will roar back to power in Haryana and dethrone the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP after a decade in Jammu and Kashmir. Pollsters suggest a more messy picture may emerge with the National Conference-Congress alliance holding the edge in the scenario where a hung house is a distinct possibility. Haryana Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini has rejected exit polls predictions and asserted that BJP will form the government in the state once again. Just like the Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, the BJP will retain power in Haryana, he said. Congress MP Dipendra Huda, however, said that the party will make a comeback in the state. People had shown a glimpse of this in the Lok Sabha elections and gave the highest 47.6% vote to the Congress in Haryana in the entire country, he said, according to a statement. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, India eases investor dispute attribution norms for United Arab Emirates and a new investment treaty. UAE investors in India will have to exhaust domestic remedies for at least 3 years before commencing attribution, the treaty text indicated. Enforcement of this pact with the United Arab Emirates ensures the continuity of investment protection for investors for both the countries. From banking and finance point of view, as Russia seeks to expand trade in the rupee ruble, Reserve Bank of India and State Exchange Board of India remain wary. While some of these issues were likely to discuss during the recent visit of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Russia, emails seeking comment from the RBI and SEBI on the current status did not elicit a response. Restricted FPI operations to no e-rupee pilot regulators hold back approvals. Tax Development forms internal committee to review IT Act invites public suggestions. The Central Board of Direct Taxes, or CBDT, the body overseeing in the Income Tax Department, in a statement said the public can send their suggestions on the website by entering their mobile number and validating it via a one-time password. In the Union Budget 2024-25, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has announced a review of the Income Tax Act 1961 to make the act concise, lucid, easy to read and understand. Going to the world news, including Hurricane Milton intensifies Category 5 Florida brace for impact. Israel launches an intense wave of airstrikes on 120 sites in the Lebanon as Hezbollah attacks Hafia. Kamala Harris Trump commemorates somber anniversary of October 7 Hamas attack. Israel intercepts missile launched from Yemen as Wiggles marks 7 October anniversary. Kamala Harris hits back at Republicans' remark about not having biological children. Hurricane Milton expected to hit Florida midweek, likely to get stronger. We're going to science and tech. Once again, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2024. What is the research that won the Nobel Prize? American molecular biologist Gary Rukun left and Victor Ambrose. MicroRNAs play a key role in the how cells perform specialized functions. The story so far, the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Victor Ambrose and Gary Rukun by the Nobel Assembly at Karolinska Institutet in Stockholm, Sweden on Monday, October 7, 2024. The scientists won the esteemed prize for the discovery of microRNA and its role in the post-transcriptional gene regulation. Genome editing is helping us understand hereditary cancers better. Researchers are using CRISPR-based methods to explore an individual's propensity to resist targeted therapies. The International Agency for Research on Cancers estimates of the burden of 36 cancers in 185 countries suggests 1 in 5 individuals have a lifetime risk of developing cancer. The agency also estimated that 1 in 9 males and 1 in 12 females will die of cancer. In all, the agency accounted 20 million new cancer cases and 9.74 million cancer-related deaths in 2022, and which it said could rise to a whopping 32 million new cases and 16 million deaths by 2045. By then, Asia alone may account for almost half of all the cases worldwide. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, whose full name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Birth anniversary 14 April 1891 up to 6 December 1956. Was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and a political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India from the Constituent Assembly. Debates served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of Jawaharlal Nehru and inspired the Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar says a very famous quotation. He says that justice always evoked ideas of equality, of proportion, of compensation. In short, justice is another name of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Okay, thank you.